the dream that you have and the thing that you're working on right now is not going to be the only idea you're ever going to have. It's the first idea you're ever going to have. And I would say if you're going to put a benchmark to it, you're going to put a label to it, don't make it the only idea you're going to have. Make it the first idea that you have, because there are going to be so many others. And so if you think that this is the goose that laid the golden egg, and you're willing to torpedo your household, and willing to put your savings, I'm not saying don't put some savings in it, but have a floor that you're willing to hit where you say there's nothing about this business that's going to be more important than making sure my house is straight, making sure I can pay these bills, and this car doesn't get repossessed, this house doesn't get. There's no business that's worth that, and I don't want anyone to try to. And this is which bothers me about listening to some people, because when you listen to a lot of folks out there, they tell you to hustle and I can sleep when I'm dead. This is horrible advice. Go to sleep. Like, get you some rest.
Right.
Hustle till I die. And when if you're not willing to put everything you got into it, yes, I'm willing to work very hard, but I'm not willing to put and sacrifice my family for one dream, because I'm telling you, that one dream is going to turn into two, is going to turn into three. And then when you look back and realize you have no more resources to be able to do anything else because you put it all in the very first idea that you had, you are going to feel like crap. Do not have a floor, put some money inside that lets you know, hey, I'm not ever touching this. I'm not ever going to be at zero. I'm going to push this idea and this dream. And hey, even if I've got to stop it, come back to it later, that's fine. There's no shame in that. Nobody's going to be, you down the road making millions and millions of dollars, and somebody said, "Oh, but you stopped it and then you started it again." Nobody cares about that. Like, we're so involved in ourselves that we really think people are staring at us and what we're doing 24/7. Nobody cares about what you're doing, bro. I mean,
I
not
love
in
that.
a bad way, but I'm
Yeah.
saying literally, you're taking it too far. Everybody got their own stuff to be worried about. We think that they're all eyes are on us because of the way the internet is set up and social media is set up. But in actuality, this is about you, your family, your livelihood, and the way that you treat yourself when you fail. That's what there's another thing about. Just the way you talk to yourself and treat yourself when you fail is going to be a direct reflection of how well you can bounce back and what that next vision is going to do for you, because you're going to have another one. You probably have one right now while you're in the middle of this one. And you're trying to think about whether you should switch gears, whether you should add this widget, or whether you should add this service or whatever. You got to figure out, hey, is this a new business, completely different business, or is this the business that I should be in right now? Should I stop this business and start doing that exclusively? All of those things come into play. But at the end of the day, take care of your home, take care of your own, and understand it's not the only idea you're ever going to have.
Man, if I would have heard that many, many years ago, I'd probably be a little bit further along than I am now.
And
But
man, but
I agree with you
that's what
100%.
age
One
that's
thing
what age
builds off
does.
of another one. You
It
know.
is. That's all. It's just dovetail. It's just, you're
Yeah.
going to be in the middle of one idea, and you're going to figure out how to expound on that idea, and you're going to do that, how that idea gets better. And next thing you know, you're going to be at a completely different. It has nothing to do with the initial thing, but
Yeah.
you got to it because these thoughts that you had about the initial thing, this idea kind of generation, it just kind of continues to happen. And that's what happens to creative people. And we tend to get very, very, again, discouraged when one thing doesn't work. But please don't look at it that way. Close that business if you need to close that business. Do not put all can't be lost over a particular business.
I love that, AG. I love that. I hope you're inspired. I hope you like what he had to say, and I hope it moves you and impacts you to make some positive action in your business, take some positive action towards your business.